MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Matt Shoemaker gets the starting nod for the Halos. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, the maker of shoes, Matt Shoemaker. Split finger's his best pitch. Good fastball, not a great one. 91 to 93 miles an hour. Split finger is the key for Matt Shoemaker. Has the straight changeup to go along with it. You'll know if he's on early. Lots of swings and misses on the splitter.
At the plate, Curtis Granderson. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. First pitch on its way. No balls and a strike to count. Check swing grounder to the right side. Valbuena comes up with it. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game. Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting nine for this one. What's going to be the key for him today, Mark?
Matty, this lineup's got to be willing to adjust. They cannot stay staunch and try and pull everything, or there will be a ton of ground ball and weak fly ball contact. They have to be willing to use line to line to get this done today.
And here's a fastball called for strike one. Past battles with Matt Shoemaker, a number of meetings, he's 1 for 7. Our temperature not quite as hot as we'd expected, 85 degrees, the reading at first pitch. A 1-1 count now to Donaldson. The 1-1 home. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double. Absolutely scorched that base hit.
Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up.
In now, Justin Smoke. So he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. And he lays off for ball one.
Clearly staying away from him in this at bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. The 1-2 in the dirt, but swung on and missed. Maldonado gathers, and he makes the throw to first. Smoke is retired, 2 down now.
Batting fourth.
Coming to the plate now, Yonhervis Solarte, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Here's the first pitch to him. Shack swing, but he makes contact and hits it out in front of the plate. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1 left for Toronto. And now the Angels get their first opportunity in this one. No score. Marco Estrada gets the ball for the Blue Jays in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Marco Estrada, his best pitch is a straight changeup. How good is it? It's so good he'll throw it 3, 4, even 5 times in a row. Fastball's good, 88 to 91, but his bread and butter is a straight changeup, and if he has the good one, it's going to be a long night for the hitters.
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Ian Kinsler.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. In prior meetings with Marco Estrada, a number of meetings, he's 1 for 7. Fouled away. On the ground to the left side. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Well, here's a look now at the Angels starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, you always have to beware of Mike Trout. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Bases are empty, one man out. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. The 1-2. There's a breaking ball that misses off the plate.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1-2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. The 2-2. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time. High pop up. Smoke is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away.
Batting third.
Here's Justin Upton now. And if you remember, he took home a Silver Slugger Award for AL outfielders a year ago. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
Ooh, I'm shocked he took that pitch right there. That ain't plus 90s right there. That's mid to low 90s fastball in the honey hole. I'm surprised he didn't pull the trigger on that one.
Bases are empty here with two men out. Now he drops a changeup on him. Strike three called, and a great pitch there to retire the side. I think a few of these folks need to get out of the sun. We're off to the second, scoreless on MLB. So digging in now to Oscar Hernandez. He'll get us started in the top of the second. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one just missed outside. Changeup messed up his timing for a swinging strike.
There's a called strike on a changeup, not a particularly good one. That changeup up in the zone like this oftentimes gets hit very hard. Was able to get away with it that time, but if he's going to be successful, he's going to need to get that changeup down in the zone around the knees.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Here's how the Halos are going to line up on defense. And guys, we need to seriously focus on the defense behind the dish today. This guy brings gold to the party, the ability to block balls, keep everything in front of him, shut down a running game, and massage his pitcher through 9 innings.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Here's the 0-1. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. And the pitch. And a check swing here. Did he go around? No, says third base umpire Clyde Washington. It's ball one. The 1-2. And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. At the plate, Russell Martin will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. No score here as we play inning number 2. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one. Here's Albert now. In prior meetings with Marco Estrada, he's hitting .429. He also has 1 home run. 1 strike to Pujols. And that one stayed too low, apparently. High in the air out to center field. Pilar's there. Makes the play, 1 away.
All right, guys, time for a look at how the Toronto Blue Jays set up on defense today. And the guy behind the dish today, Canadian-born Russell Martin. He's been a catcher his entire career, but I'll tell you what, some of the softest hands in the game, this guy could easily play an infield position, and he wouldn't skip a beat.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Now this ball is popped up behind the plate for Martin, and he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the 2nd out.
Batting 7th, the shortstop.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. They'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the 2nd. Fouled off. Bottom of the 2nd here with no score. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And foul, though it had the home run distance. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center.
Chasing after it is Pilar.
And that retires the side. Angels go down 1-2-3. We'll move to the 3rd. Now the beauty of the Southern California coast. Thanks for being with us for daytime baseball on MLB Network from the Big A. Digging in now, Kevin Pilar. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did it get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Past battles with Matt Shoemaker. He's 0 for 5. Now the 1-1 pitch. He's in there for strike number 2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. 2-2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Ripped down the first base line. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Another full count pitch home. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Settling in now, Aledmus Diaz, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First delivery to him on the way. A high fastball is in there.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attacking the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Hit hard toward first. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
The right fielder, number 18, Curtis Granderson.
In is Curtis Granderson. He grounds it sharply to third.
Kinsler for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is ready now for L.A. Zach Kozar, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Lifted into center field. Pilar moves over, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Here's Luis Valbuena now. First pitch on its way. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Again, another foul ball. Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning. Now batting, Martin Maldonado. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Popped him up. Smoke. He's got it, and the side is retired. Angels are gone in order. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Ready for another chance? Josh Donaldson. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Here's Justin Smoke now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is line to left, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Now batting.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing, but hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
Into the box now, Yonhervis Solarte. Oh, this ball is hammered to deep center field. And they take the lead. It's gone. Two-run shot to straightaway center as the Blue Jays take a 2-0 advantage.
Wow, there's a case of a ball up in the zone. Not the easiest pitch in the world to get underneath and drive it out of the ballpark. Good piece of hitting right there. Ball up in the zone. He didn't miss it. He destroyed it.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. Check swing and a pop-up out toward the mound. Shoemaker take charge himself out there, and there's 2 down. Riding in once again, Kendrys Morales. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Missed with a slider. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fly ball out toward right field. Kinsler is there, and that's the 3rd out. Jays strike for a couple as you get another look at the 2-run dinger. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 2-0 Blue Jays. Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler, back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. And the Halos have their first hit of the game.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Behind 0-2 now. And it's 1-2.
You know, there aren't many guys that could just spit on an 0-2 pitch like that. Maybe it fooled him. We won't ever know, but it worked out.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
He's not going to feel good about that at bat, nor should he. You have to want to swing the bat, but he just stood there and looked at 4 straight pitches. Hopefully, we'll see him get a little bit more aggressive next time.
0-1, here it comes. Hit the other way out toward right field. Granderson is under it, and that's the second out of the inning. Two gone now for the Angels in the fourth, and standing in, trouble now in the person of Albert Pujols. No balls and 1 strike. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone, but something way out of the zone doesn't serve any purpose.
A ball and 2 strikes to Albert Pujols. Curveball locks him up, strike 3, and that's the third out. Angels leave 1. They trail it here 2-0. Russell Martin now. He'll start off the 5th in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Try to check it, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 home to Martin. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller.
Well, that 2-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Riding in once again, Kevin Pillar. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Tried to check his swing there as this is hit to the left side. And there are 2 away now. And that'll bring up Aledmus Diaz. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And that misses for ball 1.
Hey, he's close to having another quick inning right there with 2 quick outs. He's been very economical with his pitches, and if he continues to go like this, the bullpen might get a day off.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Not a great spot to be in right here, 2-0, but I'm not so sure why he's pitching this guy so cautiously. A bottom of the order guy you don't normally see getting pitched like this.
Chopped weakly to the left. Barehanded at his knees. Wow. Blue Jays go down in order as they're unable to add to the. Paul Calhoun will stand in now. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Behind 0-2 now. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the fifth the same way he ended the fourth, with a punch out. One away. One away, and here's the shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
Andrelton Simmons.
Hit in the air to straightaway center. Pillar's there. 2 gone.
Up next for the Angels, third baseman.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Zach Cozart. He flew out in his last at-bat. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike one. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Angels go down 1-2-3. They're still down. It's 2-0. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Curtis Granderson. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Upton is underneath this one. 1 pitch, 1 away. Leadoff man gone, and that'll bring in the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. He'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Justin Smoke. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends. Ready for another chance? Luis Valbuena will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
And he struck him out. Digging in to try it again, Martin Maldonado. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Martin Maldonado.
Skied in the air to straightaway left.
Waiting on it is Hernandez.
2 down.
Now batting.
2 men are out now in the Angels' 6th, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. In there at the letters 0-1.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the leadoff guy on.
Hit down the third base line, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Back here at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. 7th inning coming up with the Jays out in front as we give you a look at our game summary to this point. Ready for another shot now. Yonhervis Solarte. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Hard hit ball to second. And stretching for it is Kinsler, but it's out of reach. A base hit.
Hey, that was 8 straight up until that base hit right there. Let's see if the offense gets something rolling now.
Now here comes Angels manager Mike Scioscia on his way to the mound, and he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. He'll leave after 6, and at the very least kept his club in it to this point.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Angels, number 48, Jose Alvarez.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez.
Line drive, base hit to right.
And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
The batter, number 8.
Digging in once again, Kendrys Morales. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. 0-1. Now the 0-1. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully, as that's ruled a strike. Has a look, now the pitch. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone. Russell Martin now. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Here comes the first pitch. Now a flare out to left center. Here comes Upton. Lays out, and he's got it. A great play for out number 2.
Taking another look at it, the ball has some topspin on it, but he's on the full run and dives to make the catch. Nice defensive play right there.
Stepping in now, Kevin Pillar. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. That's in there, base hit. Long throw to the plate. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
And that'll bring up Aledmus Diaz. Trying to check his swing there, as this is hit to the left side. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. It's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. First delivery to him on the way. And it's fouled away. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
And he can't make the play as he overruns it, but that should be scored as an infield single.
Well, the pitcher can't really worry about that one. I mean, it was only their 2nd hit of the game, so he's doing a lot of things right. Let's see if he can leave him out there now.
Justin Upton stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes now.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing them a 4.
Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled away. Ball 1.
That's down. Ball.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he fouls this one off. Another 2-2 offering. Fly ball right down the line in left. On the run is Hernandez. And he makes the catch in the corner. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here.
Can't see.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Angels strand 1. So digging in now, Curtis Granderson. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Curtis Granderson.
Steve Pearce is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
28. Steve Pearce.
And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Set to deliver the 0-1. Line drive to center field. And the pinch hitter is retired here, 1 away. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. In prior at-bats against Jose Alvarez, he's 2 for 4. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. A 1 pitch on its way. Oh, this one bounces off the pitcher. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the 2nd out at first.
Now batting.
Here's Justin Smoke now.
Justin Smoke.
Here's the first pitch to him. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Calhoun has a read on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Steve Pearce will stick around as he'll take over in right field. In now is Andrelton Simmons. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8. First pitch on its way.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Angels shortstop behind in the count at a ball and 2 strikes.
1-2.
The 1-2. Little chopper back to the mound. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Ready once again, Zach Cozart. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, that gets him on the mound. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Now batting. First baseman. Luis Valbuena.
Ready now for L.A. Luis Valbuena. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far.
Your attention, please.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. From the belt, the pitch. Hit back up the middle. One there. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Angels go quietly there. They trail in this one 3-0. Digging in and looking for more, Yonervis Solarte. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Here's the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Trout is there. One quick out to start inning number 9. At the plate, Teoscar Hernandez. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. One out, nobody on. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. And he just misses with a curveball. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Hit out towards second. On to first, and there were 2 down. Here's Kendrys Morales. Marcus Stroman will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Oh, and 1 the count. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So striding forward now, Martin Maldonado. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
Roberto Osuna enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the 9th. Here's the first pitch to him, and that misses, ball 1. Takes a knee-high fastball. Osuna is pretty much a manager's dream coming out of the bullpen. High strikeouts, doesn't walk a lot of batters, usually a recipe for a lot of success.
Oh, that's one of the keys. I think if you were to build a perfect relief pitcher, you'd want a guy that throws a lot of strikes, that minimizes the base on balls, and nobody does it as good as this guy does right now in the game of baseball.
Number 3, second baseman.
Back to the top of the Angels lineup now, and stepping in, Ian Kinsler. He went down on strikes last time up.
When a guy's featuring big-time velocity like this, you have to be on the fastball. It's your only chance. You'll tip your hat on some nasty off-speed stuff, but you gotta be ready for the heater.
And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon. He's set, and the pitch. Swing and a little tapper. 2 out, nobody on. A shot down the first baseline. And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
3-0 the final score in this one today. Toronto took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Marco Estrada earns the victory on the mound. So that's a wrap for us here this afternoon. For Mark, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.
Fans, our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Blue Jays. 3 runs on 7 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Angels, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 36 minutes. Thanks for joining us this afternoon, and please drive home safely.